Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Jbl Northpoint 387 FBTS fifth wheel. You guys have picked a beauty here. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration. On your campsite, your awning, both of them, as well as your slide. Leave plenty of room for them to come out. And your campsite, leave room for your slides to come in and out. Leave yourself a nice walking path, because the next thing I want you to think about is where your water and power connections are going to be. Your docking station is going to be just behind the front on your driver's side of your tow vehicle, and your power is going to be all the way at the rear on the butt of the unit, right there on your driver's side. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, first thing you're going to do is level your unit. Turn on your equalizer system. Go to the front and lift this up off your unit. Once you're off your unit, all you're going to do is touch auto level. And that's going to bring all your auto leveling systems down. I understand we were having a problem with it before, so I do want to show you it working. As those bring our unit down, start to level our unit out, I'll go ahead and talk about what we'll do once it's level. Once it is, we're going to come back here and hook our power up. Big long 50 amp cord plugs in the back here. If you need to plug into a campsite, you have a 50 to 1 to 30 adapter. And if you need to plug in a home, there's a 30 to 110. Just remember, running off 110, run appliances accordingly so you don't pop a bunch of breakers. Shoot, auto leveling is still coming down here. So auto leveling. Once we get our power hooked up, we can hook our water up. Jbl made it real easy here. City water connection. Connect just like that. City water connection for your campsites. So white down, green to the left, red top, blue to the left. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit here. Hook up to your city water connection. Bam, we're level. You'll hear it beep. We'll show all your levelings. You can shut that off. Again, your water pressure regulator. It's going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting water into your unit. Hook up to your city water connection. But before turning on your hose, come right here to your hot water heater. All you're going to do at this point, make sure your drain plug's back in. Throw some plumber's tape around there, put that in there nice and snug. And then you can go ahead and turn on your water. After your water's been on a little while, go inside, turn on your water taps. Once water's coming out of there, you know the air is out of your lines, and you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater from inside. Let's say we're gonna go camping and we're gonna go boondocking. Well, in that case, you're gonna do two things. You're gonna start with power tank fill. Set that up, power tank fill. Fill up at the same spot. Once it's full, you can go inside and press your fresh water button. That'll tell when that potable water is full. Once that's full, you're going to switch to dry camping. You're gonna turn these up. Blue over here, white down. Dry capping. Now we can turn on our water pump. There is a button here to turn it on. That red button there will show you it's on. But you really want to turn that on indoors. Just remember, don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. That's already pressurized. There's how you set it up to winterize and sanitize. Alright, we're all hooked up with power and water. Stabilizing jacks are all down. We're going to go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit. I'm going to finish here in the docking station. You do have a light here. You can set to motion or just on. Prepped for solar. You can plug a solar panel in there and it'll trickle charge your batteries. You have a spray port here. An outdoor shower. Black tank flush. You have another black tank flush out here. Your black holding tanks and your gray holding tanks. This is your water filter. This is a fresh water tank. You can fill this up, and then on the inside I'll show you where you can turn on to have fresh water inside without having to use your potable water or any other water. Your propane is on your regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty loosey to open. Come around in front of the unit here. Here's your batteries. Check your battery posts. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. And there's your hydraulics for your leveling system. Spare propane over here. Inside your storage over here. More lighting. Your vacuum system. Just simply hook a vacuum up there. Turn it on. You have your outdoor kitchen here. It's all set up for travel. These are going to be a little tricky. You got to push them down at the same time. I'm going to have to set the camera down. So again, you have to press both of the blue handles down at the same time to get this to pull out. There's your quick connect LP hose. You'll hook up underneath your grill here. Right in the back there. And quick connect right there. There's a low point drain. Pushing this back in, again you have to push these handles down at the same time for that to go in. You have lighting out here and an electric fridge. Another spray port, outdoor speakers. See all your stabilizer jacks down over here. Another low point drain over here, be easier to get to when our slide's closed. There's a spare tire manual crank. There's your spare tire. When this is closed, you can easily access that crank. Come around to the back of the unit. Accessory hitch. Looks as though you have a backup camera on this unit. And your ladder. Utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year. Check the seams on your roof. Caulk as needed and maintain the life of your trailer here. Your off-camp side, not much more to talk about over here. You have access to the back of your fridge here. The black and gray holding tanks. This is a flue for your furnace. If you run your furnace, steer clear of this, it'll get rather warm. And your hot water heater again. That about covers everything out here. Let's head inside. So when coming up inside the unit, first thing I like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Coming in immediately inside this panel, as soon as you walk in, this is where it's wired for solar. That's a template for the techs. And here's your One Control BM Pro control panel. First, before I start, J Command has an app under BM Pro. You can put this on your phone. You can do all this from your phone. Lights, slides, quite a bit. So you have a home where you can go through, and I'm going to turn on your AC real quick, which feels great right now. Shut your AC off. Go to climate here. Change this to temperature changes. Over here, your fan speed, or you can change it to your furnace. It's 87 degrees in here, so in order to get that furnace to come on, much I hate to, crank this up to a little higher so you can hear it come on. They're turned on. Shut that off. Also on here, You can check your tanks, turn on your water pump if you're using potable water, your water heater if you're using electric, your water heater if you're using gas. Your auto leveling system you can control from in here. Your heat and cold, all your lights, this scrolls. So security and outdoor lights. Check your tire pressure and see where your power is coming from. Down the bottom, these are your lights. Indoor, outdoor, both. Here's another spot you can turn on your water pump. Down here, touch your arrow. Let me go back to the beginning here. Here is off. Going from off to pair, that's where you can pair this to your phone. Awning 1, which I've ran just about all the way out. We're going to hit extend. You'll want to run that out so that flap falls down to 90 degrees. That's as far as you want to run that out. Run that back in here for you real quick. Get that all the way back in. I'll go ahead and show you. Your awning number 2. Just going to extend that out for a minute just to show you it working. There's your other awning. Run that out the same way. Retract that back in. We'll note on your slide toppers, keep an eye underneath. Make sure nothing's gotten underneath there. So here's your awnings. Here's your slides. We'll run them back in when we're done. Underneath here, these are temperature sensors. It helps the furnace to work properly. Max air vent. Touch that button. That'll open up your max air vent and turn on your fan for you. Shut that off. Speaking of fans, this is the switch for that fan down there. Coming into your unit now, that water container I showed you down in the storage. Here's where you turn that on. And here's where you can get the water from it. Underneath that, your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Reason I mention it's 12 volt, always running off your battery. So if you can be gone for the day, nothing plugged in charging your battery, if you're out boondocking, use your battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down while you're gone. Coming into your kitchen, you see a lot of lighting in here. Ceiling lights, dinette lights. You can shut off all your lights here, turn on your AC, turn on your water pump, another spot. High-low exhaust on your microwave. A light, a panel light here. Turn these to high light, press in for a spark. When your gas is on, that'll light. Same thing with the oven, turn it in here and spark it. And a panel light here. Oven light on this end. Television storage in here. We'll pop that up. You can press that button to bring that up. Find your remote right here in the drawer. Turn on your Insignia TV. Well, that's coming out. Talk about your Jbl Sound System. Turn that on. Shut your TV back off. Sound system has 3 zones. Indoors, outdoors, and both. AM, FM. Here's where you go through your different auxiliaries. Optical, ARC, Bluetooth, and FM. Fireplace, not just for looks anymore. Start it up. I can take you through all the pretty colors. But the biggest thing is the heat. If it's cold in here in the morning or evening, instead of using your gas to warm it up in here, go ahead and use their electricity and crank this heater up and it'll warm it up in here in no time. Put our TV back down. There's a couple of 110s. USB port over there. More lighting up here. Let's turn your sofa into a bed real quick. I like to stand in the middle. Remove your Velcro cushions. Gives you good leverage standing here. You need to open up these legs on both sides and pull it up and towards you. Lay down your back cushions and just Just that quickly, you have a bed. Reverse the process. Put everything back. You just that quickly, you are back to a sofa. You have a accent light, USB port, heat and massage. Oh no, these are power recliners, excuse me. Same thing over here, accent light, USB port, and heat and massage, and power recline. Nice. Your dinette. This top will lift up. Pull this out for an extension. You also have matching folding chairs underneath your bed that'll match these chairs here. In your bathroom, one thing I want to mention in here, you have a fan open and vent here. This is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. Come up the hallway. This is your inverter, shows where your power is coming from. Coming into the unit, again, bed ceiling lighting, reading lights. You can control everything from here. And you can bring this slide in and out from here as well. More control here. There's a wine guard system. Subscribe to that. I want to tell you, when you travel, make sure your doors, your slide doors, are snapped like that. Same thing in your bathroom. Make sure that your shower doors are securely locked for travel. Another door to lock for travel. Not much more to talk about in here. You have a hand crank or a power vent up here. 4 different levels will shut off. Shut off our lights. Make sure we're snap back there. Shut off our ceiling lights, our reading lights. Everything's off in here except for accent lights. Now them are off. So what I like to do before closing up a unit is say doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing is going to impede your slides from coming in. All sliding doors are snapped back. I like to come to my control panel, hit number 1, and shut off all my main lights. Then I can see if I have any other lighting I need to shut off. There is one. Now we start bringing our slides in. Go through here till you hit slide number 1. Hit retract. That's going to be your bedroom slide. Actually, I'm going to come up into the bedroom, turn the lights on in here, and show you that you can bring this slide in from in here as well. Keep an eye on your doors that's coming in. Just bring it closed a little bit. And watch your slide come in. Again, doors and drawers. See the importance of having all the doors on your dresser closed. Once your slides in, hit our ceiling lights. Come back down here. Go to slide number 2. Retract. It's gonna be our kitchen side. Turn your lights on for you. It'll let you see this come in. And once that slides in, go to slide number 3 and hit retract. It'll be your living room slide. The slide is in. Shut off your interior lights. Exit the unit. Well, I see our awning lights are still on. Go ahead and hit number 2 and shut them off. Coming out of the unit, I'm gonna make sure this exterior door is open all the way, otherwise this will catch on it. Lift that up inside. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift and turn your handle. Come to this low point drain right here. Open that up. That's gonna be your potable water low point drain. Head up here to this low point drain. You'll access that behind here. Open that up and drain those. Come back around here and turn on your auto leveling system. Before we get going here, unhook your cable, unhook your water, unhook your power. Have one more low point drain. You're gonna come here, open up your pressure release valve. Hot water is going to spew out of there. Once that's done, snap that back down or your door won't close. And then you can pull your drain plug. So after you got these on, you're just going to hit retract all. It's going to start bringing up all of your stabilizing jacks. Once them are up, you can go ahead and raise or lower from the front again like we did at the beginning to get hooked up to your hitch and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be right in front of these tires. Hook up your hitch, or hook up your, hook up your dump and pull your black handle. After your black handle is no longer draining, you're going to come up here, hook up your hose at the dump station, leave that black handle open. Water pressure regulator. Turn that hose on for a good 5 minutes and wash out your black tank. It's gonna get all that nastiness out of there. Close your black tank. Unhook that hose. Close your black handle, which is gray on this one, silver. And then pull your gray handle. That's gonna be your cleaner water, your sinks and your showers. That's gonna clean your sewage hose out for it. Take it, store it in a nice sanitary place. Hook up and head on home. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Northpoint for many years to come. Happy camping.